Under 21s is underway. Scott Rutherford getting it down. This is Beats, the second rower. Wrapped up there, Hamilton in the tackle. Along with Porter. The big front rower, Beckman. Beckman's 25 metres from his own line. Across we go to the other prop. Damien Bennett. Oh, passes by going forward. Back to the centre. Trevor Griffiths. Griffiths got the ball away. Onto Bennett. Moretto a dummy half. Back for the skipper. Fifth and last against the Brahmins. Off for the big centre. Griffiths puts it downfield. Let it bounce, brothers. Visco on the wing. He's 25 from his own line. Cristoli now tries to work it away from dummy half. Now in a dummy half. Picks up Eels in the centres. Off it comes Rutherford. Hamilton out wide. A big rangy prop forward on the 40-metre line. Now it's Frenetovic. Works it up towards the halfway line. Fifth and last against the brethren. Elms. Snell it was. Onto Rutherford. Sends it bouncing down towards the touch line and it finds touch. 8 or 9 metres out. Where's Pepper defeated for the Brahmins? 1. Out to Moretto. The big 5'8" stands. It can't get away from Parnas. Porter. Down the legs of Stevens, the hooker. Now it's the other big prop, Beckman, and the big man goes down on the Hamilton's tackle. Wide it comes. That's Bennett. Damien Bennett in the number 8 jersey. Back a weak pass back to Valmadre. 12 metres from his own line. Gets the kick in. Down to Visco, and Visco scoops it up. It's round his wing of it, runs into Valmadre. 40 metres out from the Brahmins line. Big tackle there on Cristoli. Penalty goes against the Brahmins player for Rutherford touch finder, 16 metres out. Ryan Mao looks for his props. Goes wide to Rutherford. Onto Parnas. Parnas brought down by Pepper. Mao now. 9 metres out. Brothers on the attack. Rutherford dummy half. Parnas now looks inside runner. That's Christensen. He's half a metre out, Christensen. 6 to go against the Brahmins. Christensen, Snell, Rutherford, stands and delivers. Snell in traffic, going backwards, the brethren. Plays it Mao, dummy half, surges towards the line. Back to a metre out. Visco a dummy half, goes the blindside. Visco puts the ball down. First try of the 21's grand final. Brendan Visco. Harness moves in, hits it sweetly, brings it back round. Nice looking kick from the sideline, and Brothers lead 6 points to 0 after 5 minutes. Restart goes out on the full. Costly mistake for the Brahmins. Brothers are back on the attack. Harness to find the line. Oh, doesn't do so. The ball's lost and Visco flies through to take it for the brethren. He'll play the ball only about 12 metres out. Frenenovic, second rower, runs wide. Straight into Bennett. Christensen loses the ball first off and Proserpine in possession. 9 metres from their own line. Looking for runners, Beach. The nuggety second rower hits it up. Comes now the other second rower, Perkins. Dan Perkins, 20 metres from his own line. This is Bennett, into the action early, Bennett. Hands in there from Snell. And the brothers skipper penalised. Early chance for the Brahmins to put points on the board. Beckman comes charging through, hits it hard, runs at the defence. Wide it comes, Pepper. Onto Bennett. Bennett's wrapped up, 25 out. From dummy half, Stevens. Works upfield towards the posts. Set to the right. Long pass. Out to the big centre, Griffith. Griffith is held. They come the same way. Cut out pass from the hooker out to Valmadre, and Valmadre can't hold it. Regathers now. 6 to go. Beckman again searches for the line. It's only a metre out. Wide for Beach, but Beach goes to ground. Under the tackle of Reuben Porter. Wide it comes again. Inside for Perkins, Dan Perkins. A couple of metres out, but the pass has been ruled forward. The pressure for brothers. Brothers working it out through Eels, the centre, 3/4. 20 metres from their own line. Wide. Harness drives it down to the 40-metre line with Valmadre, takes it nicely, works it back upfield. It's away from Porter, but can't get away from Hamilton. Now Beach works it centre field. Hamilton and Frenenovic there to take him to ground. Bennett busts one tackle, still going Bennett. Gets through 2 tackles, the fullback's got him in Cristoldi. And the winger, off it comes Pepper. Onto Moretta. Loose pass over the head of Valmadre, picked up by the fullback. Lee Brainey from dummy half. Goes Stevens. To last, on the ground from Valmadre, but there's scramble back there. It's been forced by Cristoldi in his own end goal. Goal line dropout for the restart. Harness again. Puts his foot to the ball, long and low. Back to the halfway line where Valmadre will bring it back. Runs to the defence. Runs straight into Ryan Mao. It is the hooker. Oh, it's Hamilton, the prop forward. Griffiths looks for a way down the centre. Now they use Beckman. Now it's Hamilton and the hooker Mao. Off it goes to Bennett. Bennett again steps through the defence. Through 2, offload to his winger. Yuskin it is. He'll play it back. Dummy half Stevens. Can't offload the ball. They bring it right. Out to Moretta. Griffith. Run around. Pass to the fullback. And Brainey looks for the line. There's a handover, a metre out. Rutherford at halfback. Tries to work it out. Here's Mao. Offloading Sredenovic, offloading to Mao. Elms into the attack, the replacement forward on 40 metres from his own line. That's from Rutherford. Rutherford puts his foot to the ball. Back down to Val Madre standing deep. A good tackle there. Daniel Deguara it is. Wally plays it back. Val Madre goes from dummy half, but straight into Porter and Frenetovic. As it comes to Pepper, Moretta. Long pass out to the wing for Yuskin. Back they come to centre field where Beckman hits it up, makes the halfway line. Fifth and last against the green and whites. Oh, drop ball there. Goes straight to Randall Porter. Up forward, plays at 5 metres in Proserpine territory. Now Elms steps, makes 10 metres Elms. Frenetovic, rangy second row, hits it up over the 30 metre line. Hamilton now offloads a loose pass. Picked up by Parnas, steps back inside and a couple of defenders, gets away, finds Elms going straight. Elms one-hander. Still the captain, now he's out. Deguara in the centres. Deguara looks for line, inside pass, goes to ground. Picked up by Pepper, saves the situation. Out across, a lock forward. Randall Porter. The penalty's gone to the Brahmins. Brothers with the ball now. There's Elms again. 37 metres out. Ruben Porter, the lock forward. Gets it up over the 20 metre line. On the attack, Brothers. Rutherford, Parnas, finds Deguara. The wingers in the clear. Visco, he's got the ball down. Visco scores his second. Parnas with the conversion to the sideline. The wind brings it round short of the post. Brothers lead 10-0. Down to Snell. Skipper brings it infield, 12 metres.
It's only $1, not only it's right up all the big names.
Setting for a ruck there.
Rugby league action, but also you'll find that you win a mystery prize.
Flanagan.
We kept the food or mystery donation. Mystery destination.
Elms now back into the centre of the ruck, but going nowhere, Elms. Good tackle from Perkins. Harness kicks into the corner. Valmara lets it go, and it's out on the 20 metre line. Scrum won by Proserpine. Now Moretta, the big 5'8", strides upfield. Hit by Parnas and Frenetovic. Onto the lock forward, that's Porter. Now it's back inside. Stevens, Porter is playing it. Phillips it was, in fact. Oh, it's not. Dan Wally. Bounce. Looking for Proserpine, but Griffith takes the ball, but the ball's been knocked forward. Frendenovich. Downfield from Parnas. Picked up by Peasley. First touch of the ball for the winger. As it comes now. This is Brainy. Penalty to the Brahmins. Pepper with the touch finder. Beckman hits towards the defence. Heading a nice tackle from Frendenovich. Go left. Through Jamison. Big replacement's only 16 metres out, 17 metres out. Pepper switches across to Beretta. Inside now for Valmadre, who goes nowhere. Another dummy half. Beckman winds up the big drop. But Elms is there to greet him. Pepper now tries to get through the brothers' defence. He's right in front of the post. Only 4 or 5 metres out, but there's no way through. Bring it across. Valmadre takes the pass right on the line, but pushed back. Good defence there. Mark Rogers on the handover. Porter tries to work it away. Now it's Rogers in the action. Elms hits it up hard and flattens Beckman as he's run. Comes to a halt. He'll play the ball. Right it goes. Seals out in the centres. Bring it back to the left. Ball goes to ground. Rahman's in possession now as Hewitt tries to go forward. Attention for Beckman. Like a shoulder injury when he went into Elms. Proserpine back on the attack after the restart. Better a dummy half. Wide it goes to Griffiths. Can't get the ball away. Wrapped up. On the ground. Picked up by Rogers. Mark Rogers. Been 2 metres from his own line. Now it comes out to Christensen. goes back on the attack through Bennett. As it comes Griffiths, Beretta. Looks for Brady. 20 metres out. Proserpine on the attack. Pepper found the hole. Going for the try line. He's got the ball down. The try's been awarded. Proserpine their first points of the half. Trailing 10-4 with the kick to come.
Scoreboard number 7, Wade Stepper. On our 2 points score in favour of Roberts, kick to come.
Hey? Oh. Version attempt. It's successful.
Conversion attempt successful by number 5 across the line, Brett Beasley.
Brett Beasley put it over.
In favour of Roberts.
Restart. Down to Griffiths. Bennett knocked off on a good tackle by Snell it is. Now the big fella. Jamison makes it to the 20-metre line. Go left, Proserpine. Hewitt goes to ground. Comes back to Griffiths for the kick. Long one down towards Cristoli. Takes it well. Works it back upfield. Tries to go around his winger. Can't do so. Bisco, the try scorer. Now it's onto heels in the forwards. Just over the halfway line. Rutherford. Christensen. Good tackle there. Bennett. While it goes, Parnas offloads a one-hander to nobody. Gathered in by Paul Wright. As it comes to Rutherford now for the bomb from 40 metres out. For pushing his back for the trouble. Taken well by Pepper, the halfback. Jamison back with the ball. Big fella works it up. Getting set for the left, Proserpine. This is Hewitt again. 33 metres from his own line. Now one set on the right. Stevens has got to go on his own. Now he finds Pepper backing him up. Pepper goes to ground. Griffith again from inside his own 40. Long kick straight downfield. Cristoli goes back. Chasers are there. Penalty goes against Visco. Getting in the road of the fullback. Causing an obstruction. Now Pepper goes on the attack. Tries to find the line. Can't do so. Elms is there with, Snell is there with the defence. Stevens goes across field. Runs at the defence. Porter and Snell again there. Now Moretta tries to charge the line. That's their third and they've gone nowhere. Proserpine. Across to Griffiths. Griffiths charges the line himself inside. The ball, the pass was forward. Bit of a push and a shove in there. Nothing too serious as yet.
Grand on sale in the Junior Rugby League building Junior Rugby League ground today. Good value for a buck.
Tell them they get a copy. No, they cost 50. Oh, you bastards. Restart. Intercept pass there by Andrew O'Brien. Proserpine back on the attack. Lineside they come. Held back there, they're only a metre out. Line again, Griffiths goes to the try line. And the big centre is in.
Try number 4 for Proserpine, Fred Griffiths. Score now 10 points right in favour of Brothers and kick to come.
Easily with the conversion attempt to put the Brahmins in front. Hits it nicely, but it's just gone across the face of goal. 10 all. 3 minutes remaining before half time.
Incidentally, they are available at all games today. Only $50 if you'd like to play Cat Hayes.
Restart. Taken by the second rower. Perkins. Not forward there. Scrumwinder Brothers, Parnas still wraps, finds Rutherford, but Rutherford's wrapped up by Val Mardre. They go right again, Parnas. Looks for the winger in right. Right's 22 metres out. Long pass to Rutherford. Support out wide. Here it comes to Guara. Fullback. Cristoli's in, doesn't look for his winger, and he's pulled up 2 metres short. Visco was in the clear. Thus it comes to Ryan Mao. Rutherford again. Replacement there. Offloads to Christensen. Darren Cooper it was. Gave Christensen the pass. He's 2 metres out. The try was on the left. Mao tries to go himself now. Fifth and final. And it's knocked on by Parnas. Handover. Proserpine working away from their own line. It's a hooker Stevens. Almost to the 40-metre line. Cross now to Bennett. Bennett charges it up towards the halfway. But Christensen and Mao there to greet him. Back for Griffiths. It's a high one up. Not real deep, but it's going fairly high. Cristoli underneath it. Taken safely. Rogers. Now it's offloaded to Eels coming in through the forwards. Still a bit of work. Rutherford now looks for a runner. Finds it. And he's captain, but it's a half-time siren has sounded. 10-all in the half-time score in the under-21 grand final between Proserpine and Brothers.
So thanks to Proserpine sponsors, Grade Sawmill, and also Hill. So at the moment, 10 points all between Prosy and Brothers.
Underway for the second half of the 21s. Parnas takes it, finds Christensen, hits it up the 20-metre line. Elms now charges forward, almost to the 30. Go left. They find Porter, Ruben Porter that is. Work back to the centre for Fredetovic. Up to the 40 of the Brethren. Now back for Rutherford, pushes away from one defender, gets pinned. Back for Elms. Elms gets the kick in. the wobbly one. Out on the full. Brothers under pressure in the opening minutes of the second half. Proserpine on the attack. Through Brandy, the fullback, forcing his way forward up to the 10-metre mark now. Before he goes to ground. Across it comes. That's Bennett. Bennett's still on the 10-metre line. It's a hooker. Stevens caught. Spun wide. Pepper. Can't find room. As it comes to Griffiths, puts the ball on the toe, picked up by Cristoli for Brothers. Brothers will work it out now. Through Ruben Porter. Stevens takes him. Rutherford onto Elms. Elms charges hard, makes a bust. Plenty of traffic there, but Elms makes 20 metres. Rutherford again, setting play up. Can't get away from Perkins. Dan Perkins brings him down. Now, long pass out to Parnas. Parnas steps back into the ruck. Beats a couple. Comes across field. Picks up. Heels it is, and a great cover defence there from Stevens. A hooker from Proserpine. Now it's underway again. Parnas, fifth and last. Grubbers it downfield. Pepper can't hold it. Knocked back. Beats one, Pepper. Frenetovic there. Peasley there's works it away now for Perkins, and Perkins is back slammed by Mao and Frenetovic. Wide it goes, Bennett. Bennett's taken high. Back to the left. Valmadre with a kick, charge down off Frenetovic. Frenetovic has regained the ball. Brothers on the attack, 30 metres out. Right it comes for Elms. Elms has got support inside in the fullback. Cristoli offloads to Mao, it is the hooker. Mao still about 17 metres out. Now to Guara goes from dummy half. Can't find an opening. Pepper and Perkins in the fence. Line side, Frenetovic. Charges for the line, Frenetovic getting close. One out stuff from the brethren. They're set deep on the left. Pass knocked down. Regathered by the Proserpine defender coming through, but he's knocked it forward out of his own hands. It's Pepper, the halfback it was. Drumwinder Brothers, Visco on the wing, still fighting his way forward. Wide pass for Rutherford. Goes behind his man, looks for Eels, now gets Eels. Eels tries to straighten, can't do so. Put to ground by Brainy. Now from dummy half. Rutherford one-hander straight into Valmadre's arms, and he says, thank you very much. Now Perkins runs into Rutherford. He'll play the ball about 15 out. Wide for Beach. Beach has cut down a beautiful tackle from Frenetovic it was. Across it comes. The replacement. That's Dan Wally. Now the hooker goes forward, Stevens. Met by Elms and Christensen. Back for the kick. Driven downfield. Wright's waiting for it. Now he takes it to the fences, right on him, makes no ground. Good chase there from the winger. Cristoli works it back upfield towards the halfway line. Now Porter works it back. Led by his brother. Snell comes wide, straight and Snell. Got his hands free but can't find the support player. Christensen was there. He'll go to dummy half. Rutherford. Elms hits it up hard but goes to ground under a good tackle. Rutherford now with the kick. Back to the left-hand side. That's it bounce there, the fullback Valmadre. Now he's tackled by Rutherford and Mao. Slow to his feet, Valmadre. Beach in from dummy half, rucks it out. Left it comes. That's Bennett, working hard, Bennett. Back towards the centre of the field they go. Where it's Reece Carker losing the ball in the tackle. Scrum forms. Rutherford has the ball kicked out of his hand. Won by Brothers. Cut out pass to Guara. Guara tries to go sideways, does so. The winger goes straight past him. Guara cut down by Brady. Now it comes into Porter, the lock forward, runs straight into Hewitt it is, the replacement forward. Rutherford again, Parnas. Sideways, straight through Parnas. Clear line in front of him. Valmadre comes across and he ankle taps him, offloads the pass. Cristoli scores the try. The fullback picks up the floater and puts it down over the try line.
Try to number 1 for Brothers, Robert Cristoli. Score 14 points, 10 in favour of Brothers.
Arnott lines it up and slots it inside the right-hand upright. Brothers leading 16-10.
Matthew Parnas, 9 off the ground. The hot dog stand being run by the junior rugby league over there, and of course, fast facilities over there as well.
Griffiths with the restart. Snell takes it 10 metres from his own line. Brought down by Porter and Bennett. Now Ruben Porter works it back up and Hewitt meets him there with Beach. Now looking for a hole. Can't get away from the defence. Now makes 10 metres though. Wide for Rutherford. Christensen busts the hole in them. Christensen, the big rangy prop forward, looking for support, carrying the ball in one hand. 32 metres out. Brothers lined wide for Rutherford. Now Parnas. Snell out wide numbers. Eels going for the corner. Looks inside but can't pick up Visco. As Bennett gets across. How the penalty goes against Bennett. Second tackle. Mark Rogers now tries to hunt it up through the forward line. Cops a high one for his trouble. Still a couple of metres short. Now from dummy half. Wide to Rutherford, Parnas. Now Eels. DeGuara lost it behind him. Picked up by Brainy. Saved the situation there. Brothers had numbers over on the left-hand side. Now they work it to their right. The same way Brainy again makes ground. Out to the winger. Yuskin it is. 6'5" from the halfway. As the big fella. O'Brien hits it up. Jamison it is. Line side goes Reece Carker. Griffiths with the high up and under. Pistoli back there. Takes on his fingertips. Runs straight at the defence. Pulled down by the kicker. Oh, Wes Pepper it was. Snell now tries to break through, almost does. Great last-ditch tackle from Brainy. Now Ryan Mao finds 15 metres up the middle. Few holes, offloads to Rutherford. Rutherford can't find a runner. Gets over the halfway line. Rutherford is met there by Hewitt and Beach. Left side they go with Mao going again from dummy half. Pushing through the defence. Makes 12 or 15 metres. Rutherford again. Kicks towards the goalpost. Back towards Peasley's corner. He tries to bring it out. Can't get away from Visco and Helms. Penalty's gone against Visco, though the tackle was deemed to be completed. Before Peasley was put in the touch. Restart now. That's Bennett. Across it comes Jamis. Carker cuts out one, finds Hewitt. Out of Carker. Cross for Wes Pepper. But he's taken in a good tackle there from Rogers and Franetovich. Stevens from dummy half. Taken by his opposite number, but there's a penalty there, brothers, inside the 10 metres. Stevens at the restart finds Bennett coming forward. Bennett pushes off one, can't get away from Mao. And still there, the skipper. Pepper now finds Jamison. 18 metres out. The Brahmins on the attack. They go right through Pepper. Wrap around for Carker. Carker looks for a hole. Gets the centre three-quarter. Valmadre into position with the defence, just bringing down short of the line. Wide it comes. Now Pepper's found a hole and straight through. Where's Pepper? 20 minutes remaining. Pepper brings it back to 16-14 with a kick to come. Carker with the conversion attempt, and it's successful, so the scores are locked up at 16-all. Short restart from Brothers. All goes to ground. Brothers in possession through Helms. They let it bounce the Brahmins, and it came up against them. Now Mao from dummy half. Penalty to Brothers. Offside, and they played the ball against the Brahmins. The tap restart as Rogers works towards the post. 4 or 5 metres out, Rogers. Going right. Helms going back into the forwards, but there's no way through there for the big second rower. He'll play the ball about 5 metres out. And the penalty against Helms for throwing his arms round. Deemed unnecessary by the referee. And the chance goes begging for the brethren. That's the one. The restart from Moretta. 40 metres out from their own line. Short side now. For Brainy. Griffiths it was. Now they bring Jamison into the play. The big front rower hunts back into the forwards, but he's got nowhere to go. There's Eels and Helms. Put him to deck. Wide it goes now. Hewitt tries to crunch off the edge of the ruck, but nowhere through. Stevens from dummy half. And straight into port, and the lock forward brings him to ground. 33 metres out, 5th and last against the Brahmins. Pepper Puts the kick in behind the defence. Waiting back there is Wright, and Wright takes it. Offloads to DeGuara. DeGuara tries to go forward after stepping through round the defence, or tried to step around the defence. Now he's 22 metres out from his own line. Frenetovic hunts it forward, runs into the big fella Jamison. Also Bennett and Perkins there. Elms out wide, spins in the tackle, looks to offload but can't do so. Perkins in with Hewitt. Rutherford now sends it wide to Snell, back into the centre of the field. Snell pushes out a one tackle, still inside their own 40, the brethren. Parnas from dummy half, looks for a runner inside, can't find it. Porter slips over, he takes the ball on the outside. 5 short of the halfway, fifth and last tackle against the brethren. Parnas punches it downfield. Valmadre's waiting there, tops it with his foot. Now picks it up, runs straight into Eels. The big fella, Peasley, the goal kicker, brings it back to almost to the 40-metre line. Loretta tried to work that one out, didn't go anywhere. Now it's Bennett lurking wide, but he's straight at the defence, and the defence hold him. 5 metres from the halfway. Perkins pushes forward. Perkins offloads those loose pass, but it's picked up by Brainy. Brainy makes 10 metres. Fifth and last against the Brahmins. He'll play it back now. Carker swings it wide. Beretta picked up on the half volley by Valmadre. Room out here as O'Brien goes to ground with the ball on the last tackle. A mistake from the brothers. Now Stevens tries to find a hole but can't do so. They're on the attack. Perkins is short of the line, tried to dive through, but the ball was short of the line. Only centimetres. Now Pepper throws it wide to Carker. Carker's got support outside in the winger. Yuskin out there. Now it comes back, he's on the ground, picked up by Brothers, but the penalty's gone against the brethren. Ball pressure for the brethren side. Proserpine on the attack. Parker's got the ball. Valmadre looks to the posts. With 13 minutes remaining, they're going for the 2 points to get the lead. Carker moves in, hits it sweetly, and it's up. Flags are up. Penalty conversion successful. Proserpine 18 lead. Brothers 16. Rutherford with the restart. Goes deep down to Griffiths. He looks for a hole, but there's none there. Straight into the defence. They go wide. And Bennett was hit hard in a shoulder charge by Snell. They come again, and Someretta gets hit. They're coming forward, Proserpine. They've got the running game going now. Inside to Carker from second rower Perkins. 40 metres from their own line. Griffiths looks for the kick. Long one down. They're chasing Proserpine. It's not going to go too deep. It's going to lay in goal. Big pressure. And the great chase from the Brahmins. Puts all the pressure back on Brothers for the line drop out. Short restart. Proserpine weren't ready for it. Brothers in possession, 11 metres from their own line. Parnas it is, who kicked the drop out. His replacement on for Brothers is Darren Cooper back on. Now he looks for Frenetovic to go forward, and the rangy second rower tries to oblige. Open side, Snell, the second rower, skipper. Makes 10 metres, Snell. Good bullocking run, got one in the back of his head for his trouble from Perkins. Now Rutherford from dummy half, spots an opening, Rutherford almost through. Cooper tries to offload, ball goes to ground. Brothers to get the feed off the Proserpine hand, the ball to go backwards. 21s with 9 minutes remaining. It's Proserpine 18 leading, Brothers 16. Rutherford takes it from the scrum base, finds Parnas. Parnas finds DeGuara. Cristoli makes for the try line, but brought down by the winger. And Peachy. Now Porter tries to work in field. The lock forward's brought down 30 metres out. Christensen now can't go anywhere. Pepper's underneath. But the pass has been ruled forward by the referee. Griffiths now works it away from the scrum base, 30 metres from his own line. Valmadre. Pass it to Brothers player, so Stevens worked it away, and they've ruled 6 to go. Wide it comes Bennett, still working hard, Bennett, but going nowhere. Rutherford underneath, Parnas over the top. Now Valmadre from dummy half. But he's back slammed by Mao and Cooper. Carker at half back. Pepper at 5'8", puts the kick up. Down towards right wing, and he takes it well. Can't get away from second rower Perkins. Now Franidovic standing still, runs straight into Moretta. And Stevens. This is Cooper back into the action. The tackle's getting a bit high as the game starts to slow down a bit. Rutherford looks for Snell. Snell run out stuff. Now he offloads. Finds Mao. Now straightens. Off one-handed to Rutherford. Rutherford can't stay on his feet. 40 metres from his own line. He'll play the ball. DeGuara. Knock-on's been ruled on the play the ball. Some scrappy play the balls there now with players infringing. All right, I'll take them. Scrum into Proserpine, 40 metres out. Valmadre from dummy half. Carker tries to work it forward, does so. Only 30 metres out. But a knock on from Stevens right at the dummy half there, puts the pressure back on the green and whites. Brothers ball now, worked across, DeGuara in the centres, goes over Cristola's head, picked up by Visco. 20 metres from his own line, they've gone backwards, the brethren. Now blind side. DeGuara it is, he'll play the ball. Snell charges the line again, but doesn't make the break thereafter. Helms finds Parnas on the run. Offloads again, Ryan Mao up the centre, finds a hole, Mao, looks for support, picks up Frenetovic, but the defence is there. Penalty against the Proserpine Brahmins, offside. Elms now on the charge, straight at the Proserpine line. Only a metre or so out. Now a dummy half. Wide to Rutherford. Knocks it on. Rutherford, the ball's lost. The pass was terrible. Now the pressure back on Brothers. With 3 minutes remaining. Griffiths plays the ball. Moretta takes it to the right-hand side. The defence is equal to the task. Wide it comes. Bennett still pushing the ball forward. Bennett slowly to his feet. Look for Griffiths for the kick. Big kick back to right. Right knocks it back. Now picks it up. Starts to go forward. He's missed by Patrick Yuskin. He's taken down 42 metres from his own line. Cristoli goes across field, almost through Cristoli. Uploads to one hand to Eels. Eels steps back inside, but the cover defence is there. Peasley it was. Now Mao holding it one hand, finds Rutherford. Runners going everywhere. Brothers on the attack. Mao from dummy half. Can't offload. Proserpine trying to hang on to a 2-point lead. That comes to Frenetovic. Charges forward Frenetovic. They're wasting tackles of brethren. Fifth and last. One last throw of the dice for the blue and whites. Rutherford finds Elms. Elms is held up, fixed out the back. Cooper throws it wide. Snell knocked down by Wright. The winger couldn't handle a quick pass. At his knees. Proserpine working away now with time running out. Just over a minute left. Play out the 6. Put it down and put the pressure back on Brothers. Big defence. Proserpine now take this, the first ruck from the free kick. Stevens right to his feet, and that full-time whistle sounds. Proserpine Brahmins have won the under-21 grand final by 18 points to 16 over Brothers.
just before we do the presentation of the awards for the under-21, let's put our hands together again for a great game of football for those Proserpine and the guys from Proserpine. Big effort, very close score, 18 points to 16. So just before we do the presentations of trophies for the under-21, last month of the Fire Rugby League and its presentations in it is presentations of the awards for the unsung heroes in every okay? Can we get ways to say a few words while it's up here? Medallions at the Proserpine Brahmins would like to line up to collect their medallions, and then we'll do the presentation of the man of the match straight after the guys have got all their medallions. So once again, congratulations to the Proserpine Brahmins will be expected in the under-21 grade. They're the only the team from Proserpine that's fulfilled the whole season, doing a lot of work up there at the moment, ready for next year and see which way they can go and how they'll progress from there. The competition this year. Big effort, great sportsmanship in this under-21 competition between all the players. So once again, let's put our hands together, guys.